Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's session. I have a nice low to the ground yoga class for you today that isn't going to be anything too strenuous. You can do this when you wake up, you can do this as you're winding down, or just when you have a quick break. You don't need any equipment, but some items I would recommend are blocks, bolsters, blankets, if you have them. If you don't have anything, that's perfectly okay. Cats, dogs, kids, everyone is welcome. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to start just lying down on our backs, which is awesome. So let's just go ahead and take a moment to stretch everything out. Take a moment here just to focus on your breath. Let everything go. Anything that may have happened in the day, we can come back to it when we're done. So let's take this time now just to tend to our bodies, into our breath. If it feels safe, you can close down the eyes, or you can just soften your gaze. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and place one foot on the mat and then the other. Keep the knees bent and walk the feet up towards your booty, those ankles towards your glutes. From here, press your palms down into the mat, snuggle those shoulder blades underneath your heart center, and we're just going to rise up into a bridge. So we're just going to start to extend through our back and our legs and come into this bridge position. Now you can put a block underneath your sacrum here if this is a bit much for you, or just don't go up as high. From here, bring your chest to your chin to the sky. We want to lengthen our neck. We'll take a moment here just to breathe, warming up those hamstrings and the glutes before we stretch everything out. One more big inhale, and then exhale, we'll lower all the way back down. From here, bring one knee into the chest and then the other. Go ahead and give yourself a little hug. Take a moment here to breathe. Just feeling a nice stretch through the back now. And finally, when you're ready, we're going to start to rock and roll all the way up to a seated position. So we're just going to roll back and forth. It's called rolling like a ball. You can do it a few times. You can do it once, however many feels really good to you. And once we're there, we're going to go ahead and come into a little seat. Now, we're going to come into what's called a cobbler's pose. So the soles of our feet are going to come together. Knees are going to go to either side. Now, if this is difficult on your knees, you can always use blocks here, and you can bring them underneath your knees to bring the ground up to you. Or just take your feet away from your body And then that can help to ease any strain that you may be feeling. From here, we're just going to sit up nice and straight and tall and breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to stretch our right leg out long and away. We're going to take our left foot, bring it to the inside of that right thigh. Now you may have to pick up your hips to shift them to face that right foot. From here, we'll inhale, stretch your arms up nice and high. And then exhale, we're going to forward fold towards that foot. Now, you can always bend your knee. You don't have to go down as far. So if you're here, that's okay. You don't have to be all the way down like I am. Eventually, you want to try and bring your nose to your knee. But if that's not in your body today, that's okay. Go to wherever it feels good to you, and we're going to take a moment here just to breathe. From there, we'll go ahead and come back up. We're going to switch sides. So we'll bring our left or our right foot in. We'll stretch our left foot out long and away. Go ahead and make any adjustments you need to with your hips. On an inhale, we'll reach up high and away. And then exhale, we'll fold towards our leg. Take a moment here to breathe. Find your position. After a few moments, we'll go ahead and rise back up, and you can return to just a comfortable seat for you. That could be cross-legged, maybe you're in hero's pose, whatever feels good to you today. From here, we're going to take our left hand, bring it to the right knee. Right fingers are going to come around behind us. On an inhale, we'll sit up nice and straight and tall. And then on the exhale, we'll journey into the twist towards the right. Inhale, maybe you sit up a little taller. And then exhale, maybe you journey a little bit further. And we'll take a moment here just to breathe. When you're ready, we'll come back to center. Take a breath, compare both sides. And then we'll move it to the other side. So right hand to left knee. Left fingertips are going to come around behind. Inhale, we'll sit up nice and straight and tall. And then exhale, we'll journey into that twist. Breathing. And then we'll return back to center. Take a breath. We're going to keep on working on our side body. We're going to stretch it out now. So right hand to the mat, left fingers up towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, we'll cross that center line, leaning over to the right, feeling a nice big stretch in our left side body. Make sure you're not collapsing through the spine, so nice and lifted through the chest, and we'll breathe. We'll return to center, lower that left hand down. We'll reach our right hand up, take a nice big breath here. And then exhale, we'll come across that midline over towards the left, feeling a nice big stretch in our right side body. Breathe. And And when you're ready, we'll return to center. All right, we're gonna go ahead and transition to all fours. So if you have cranky knees at all, you can always put a mat down to kind of pad your knees a little bit. But we're gonna come into a nice tabletop position, hands underneath the wrists, knees underneath our hip points. And when we're ready, we're on an inhale, we're gonna drop those lower ribs. We're gonna lift our tail, lift our chest, looking forward, coming into a cow pose. Exhale, we're gonna round the spine, drop the head, drop the tail, coming into cat pose. Inhaling, dropping those lower ribs for cow. And then exhaling, rounding it up into cat. Go ahead and do a few more rounds just on your own inhales and exhales. Wherever you're at, do one more round. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and bring that back to a neutral spine. From here, reach that right foot out. You can maybe rock back and forth a few times on that foot so that way you get a little calf stretch. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that right foot in between our hands. You might need to walk that left leg back a little bit as we come into a nice slow lunge. Now you should have a nice 90-degree angle on this leg, and when you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. You can always use blocks here. You can come up a little bit higher to where you're resting on your thigh, whatever feels good to you, but we want to keep a nice lift in the chest. Pull that right hip crease back, left hip crease forward. We're going to look forward and just breathe. From here, we're going to start to straighten through that right leg, shift our hips back, maybe walk those fingertips back, peel the right toes up off the mat as we come into a little hamstring stretch. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, we'll walk it back forward. Go ahead and bring that right knee back down to where we're back into all fours. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, let's stretch our left leg out long and away. Maybe give it a rock a few times just to stretch out those calf muscles. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and bring that left leg between our hands. Make sure you are set up in your nice 90-degree angle. Pull that left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. Look forward. Nice and long chest. Breathe. And when you're ready, we'll walk it back, straightening through that left leg, peeling those left toes up off the mat as we come into a little hamstring stretch. Keep breathing here. When you're ready, let's walk it all the way back forward. Take a breath, and then we'll go ahead and come back to our tabletop position. Now from here, we're going to look at our hands. We're going to do a really nice shoulder and kind of chest opener. So it's a little bit intense. You don't have to go as far down as what I'm going to, so listen to your body and do what's best for your body. Okay. We're going to place our elbows right underneath where our shoulders are. We're going to keep our booties lifted to the sky, and we're going to start to walk our knees back. Let your chest and your heart melt into the earth. Maybe your forehead kisses as we come into a puppy pose. Imagine when puppies play, they kind of get down with their booties up, wagging their tails. We're doing the same thing. Take a moment here to breathe. Feel that nice big opening. From here, look forward. We'll walk our knees back in. Go ahead and come back up to all fours. We're going to make our way back onto our backs. We only have a couple more poses and then we will be done. So let's go ahead and go onto our backs. And from here, go ahead and set your feet on the mat, knees bent. Let's lift our right leg up first. Maybe point and flex it a few times. Maybe some ankle circles, whatever feels good to you. And from here, we're going to cross that right foot over our left knee. Now, maybe this is good for you. Maybe you stay here. If you'd like a little more, you can lift that left foot up off the mat, keeping the shin parallel to the floor. And you might start to feel a stretch on that outer right thigh and glute. So maybe you're here. If you'd like a little more, maybe thread your hands through your legs and you can just clasp them behind that left leg or maybe the left shin. So yogi's choice. Play with it, see what feels good to you. Breathe. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, we'll let go of that leg wherever it's at. We'll uncross the right leg from the left. And then when we're ready, let's go to the other side. So left leg up to the sky. Maybe we point and flex a few times. Maybe take some circles with the ankle. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Again, maybe you stay here. Maybe you lift up the right foot. Maybe you grab behind the right thigh or maybe the right shin. Again, yogi's choice. You'll feel it on that outer thigh, outer booty. Breathe here. One more big inhale. And then exhale, we're going to let it all go. Unwind the legs. And we're going to come back to where we started. Go ahead and stretch one leg out long and away. Stretch your other leg out long and away. Take up some space on the mat with your hands. We're going to move into our final posture for class, Shavasana, or the corpse pose. I'm going to take a moment here just to be quiet so that way you can enjoy your Shavasana. But know that I'm here, I'm holding space for you, and I will come get you when it's time to come out of the posture. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, then go ahead and stay as long as time allows. If you need to continue on with your day, then slowly start to deepen your breaths. When you feel ready, begin to wiggle fingers and toes, just bringing some life back into them. From there, I invite you to set one foot on the mat and then the other, just keeping the knees bent for now. And when you feel ready, I invite you to roll to your favorite side, come into a little fetal position, and just hang out there for a moment. Taking some nice deep breaths as you reintegrate into your surroundings. And finally, whenever you're ready, I invite you to go ahead and return to a nice comfortable seat. Bring your head and neck up last. You can blink the eyes back open to the room around you. So I want to thank you so much for joining me for this little quick stretch session today. I hope you found it beneficial. I hope your body feels a lot more loose and you have less tension and you feel more prepared to take on whatever life throws at you today. I will be back next week with a brand new practice, so if you enjoy this one, please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you know anyone who would benefit from this practice, please feel free to share this with them. I don't have any advertising, so it's all strictly by word of mouth and from those of you that share it. So again, just thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. Namaste.